This video is sponsored by Beer 52. Beer 52 is the most popular craft beer discovery club with over 150,000 members that get sent a brand new case of beer every single month. Each month's case has a different theme. Past themes have included beer from New Zealand, South Africa, Korea and all over the USA and Europe. As an independent British company, Beer 52 are passionate about the UK craft beer scene, which they continue to support during this difficult period. If dark beer is not your thing, you can simply choose the light option. Your case will also come with the award-winning beer magazine Ferment and a tasty snack. Don't worry though, if you do change your mind, you can pause or cancel your account at any time. Just go to www.beer52.com/blues to get your first case of 8 beers for just £5.95. That's www.beer52.com/blues.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Blues Fans TV and welcome back to my weekly show. It's more official now, 2 weeks in a row. It's actually a weekly show now. This is called the Chelsea Roundup, where I just round up all the Chelsea news for the past week. This doesn't have any tea in it, it's got water in. I thought it'd be a cool prop. Right, on to the first bit of news, and that actually happened this morning. Mendy is a Blue. Frank Lampard kind of announced this one a couple of days ago. Probably shouldn't have, but did announce this one a couple of days ago in his press conference, saying he had his medical. But this morning, quite early this morning, he was officially announced a Chelsea player. And this is wonderful. It's coming at a decent time. It's, no secret how much Kepa's struggling at the minute, and with a player so out of form, so lacking confidence, we can't play him. He can't be played. It's unfortunate and only adds to his own self-doubt. But you'll lose points if you're playing a player like that, especially in such a vital position. So this comes at a great time for us. So hopefully Mendy comes in. He's supposed to be coming in offering competition for Kepa. He's not actually like a straight swap, but obviously. I'm not going to lie. I'd never heard of this bloke before we were linked with him, but he's tall. He's tall. That's good, isn't it? He's a good goalkeeper. He's tall. To be fair, if if Petr Cech endorses him, he's got to be a good goalkeeper. Arguably one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time is saying, yeah, this is the guy. He's the fucking guy. And he's come early this morning. Maybe that means Lampard wants to play him in the West Brom game. Personally, I don't think he should. That's throwing a man in the deep end. We didn't throw Thiago Silva in the deep end like that because he could have played the past game, but he didn't. So I don't think it should happen. Maybe because it's West Brom, it could be a good shout. But no, I think give him a week's training, maybe 2 weeks, throw him in at a later stage. It'd be too soon now. And we've got Willy Caballero, who played brilliantly against Barnsley last night. He had a decent game, so he's full of confidence right now. Keep him into the squad whilst Mendy gets fit and trains with the boys. Speaking of Barnsley, what a game that was last night. And I'm gonna just say it before anyone else does.
Yes, it's only fucking Barnsley, right?
But United, they played Luton, barely got a goal into the 44th minute, and only beat them 3-0. We beat Barnsley 6, so fuck you lot. Now, it was such a good game. It was full of positives. So many just good attributes from that game. Most importantly, Kai Havertz got a fucking hat-trick. That's incredible. For me, this one was really well dealt with by Frank. He brought Havertz into this game when he didn't need to. Personally, I think, Werner didn't play this game because Werner already looked sharp, but Havertz had a pretty slow first 2 games, and it wasn't worrying. Obviously, it's going to need time to gel, but I think this was so smart from Lampard, bringing him in just to give him a bit of a confidence boost. And what better way to get a confidence boost by scoring your very first senior hat-trick? Come on. Incredible. So yeah, he played really well, and not even just the goals. His ball playing, his positioning was really well. He looked just confident in that game, and confidence is key, man. It really is. It links with the Kepa business. Confidence is key, and hopefully now he can take that into the next couple games. Just so many more positives. You got Chilwell playing for them last 20 minutes or so. He came on, looked really fit, looked sharp, looked great in a blue shirt. Thiago fucking Silva, what a man. He played a good 60-70 minutes. Great to see him in the Chelsea shirt. I mean, to be fair, this Chelsea shirt might just be really nice and anyone in it looks good other than me, but I think just seeing him command that back line, be super strong, be super assertive. Also, his distribution was spot on. He was so composed. He had like one mistake, and after that, he was like, fuck this, I ain't making any more mistakes. He was so strong, so solid at the back. Him and Tomori looked, he didn't look as good as he did against Liverpool, but he didn't have much to do, really. He did a bit and didn't. Barnsley came to play, didn't they? A bit scary. Tammy Abraham came out and was like, don't forget about me, boys. It came out with his own goal, the really good goal, the way he pinched it off them. Like, he saw them make a mistake and he pinched that fucking goal right off them. And yeah, also his hat trick of assists. And I know that first one is an assist, but I'm counting it for you, Tammy, mate, because that dummy, unreal. Like, I don't even think Havertz was expecting. Luckily, he was quick enough to the ball, but the fact that he just let it through his legs and it was beautiful. I think that was my favourite goal of the night out of all 6 of them. For me as well, at this point, last year or at this point of the season, we played Grimsby Town and won 7-1. And then after that, we went and had a run of games where we won like 6 or 7 games. And it was because of that positive 7-1. It was like there was so much morale and positivity around the squad that brought that into the next coming games. And I think we can really do that here now. We have this 6-0 under our belt. We can go and start getting some really serious points on the board and in our cup competitions as well. So that was really good for me. For me, this game also, answered some pretty tough questions. Rudiger left out the squad once again, and that kind of was it then. We kind of know that he's on his way out. Big Fabrizio Romano, here we go, man. Came out and said, here we go, man. What a name. He came out and said that he's looking to join an Italian club again. He played so well for Roma, and it's a sad one, isn't it? It really is. I don't know many fans that hate Rudiger as a person. Like, his dancing's the fucking best. That's his football was great at a time, but it has lacked recently. And the likes of Zuma and Tomori have gone ahead of him in the pecking order. And this happens at football clubs. We have a lot of centre backs now. We have 5 official centre backs, and that's 1 or 2 too many. So I think Rudiger's going to be one to leave. It's a shame. Love him as a person. Heard some great stories about him as a person, but I think it's his time to go now. And it's a shame, but this happens in football. Thank you, Rudiger, for everything. Also, there was a couple questions floating around Callum Hudson-Odoi and Tomori, and it looks like they're both staying. They both played this game. They both played quite well. Hudson-Odoi didn't set the world alight, but he made some positive runs and stuff. Tomori, again, with Rudiger potentially going, I think Tomori's going to stay, and I'm really happy about that. I fucking love Tomori. So yeah, I think those questions after that last night's game was a bit cleared up a little bit. Also, next round, we're on to the next round, obviously. And it looks like we'll be playing Spurs. They were supposed to be playing Leyton Orient the other day, but they couldn't because of coronavirus. And I think what's going to happen is just basically Spurs are going to progress because Leyton Orient couldn't play the game, which is very unfortunate for Leyton Orient. And, I hand it to Spurs. They've dealt with the situation really well. But so yeah, we'll be playing them. So we'll get a London derby to look forward to very early on in the season. And I'm actually quite excited for it because you know what? Spurs are going to be pretty dead. They play tonight, I think, in the Europa League. They play the Premier League. They got to play us, and like a day after they play us, they'll have the Europa League again. So it ain't looking great for them fixture list wise. Us, it's not much better, but we don't have that Europa League thing to worry about. So yeah, big game to look forward to. It's exciting. Right, the final thing I want to talk about in today's video is the West Brom game. I read a couple comments in my last video. I read the comments, so if you want to say anything, say it below now. But I read someone that said do some predicted lineups, a bit more analysis and predicted lineups. So I thought I'd give my predicted lineup for the West Brom game. How about that? So we all saw in the week, Pulisic and Ziyech had their really exciting Instagram post with the little loading symbol, and that gets everyone really excited, and I got excited as well. But they're so close, but they're just not here yet. I don't think they're coming. And don't get me wrong, Pulisic, Ziyech, Werner, Havertz front four is going to be incredible, and we've just got to be patient, boys, because it's coming soon. But so I don't think they'll be playing, unfortunately. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. But Chilwell and Silva played really well against Barnsley, and potentially could play in this game. So let's look at the lineup. So I mentioned it earlier. Mendy probably can play, but I don't think he should. So I'm going to go with Big Caballero. He had a great game against Barnsley. Let's face it, if Kepa was in there against Barnsley, it would have been a different story. So he made some really strong saves. I'm going to go for Ben Chilwell on the left. You know, I think he was fit, and I think he could start. Maybe he's not fit enough to play a full 90, but sure as hell could play 60 minutes for us, and we have good, you know, a big squad depth to bring on someone if he is flagging. So I think Chilwell, Silva looked great. Bring him on alongside Zuma, I'd say, and then Reece James obviously on the right. Reece James has earned his spot at right back. He needs to keep playing there for me. I know it's sad on Aspie, but he's class and really good, and needs to play in that spot. Then I want to see a double pivot of Kante and Kovacic. Kante, I don't know how many times I'm going to fucking say this. Kante is the best DM in the world, still is, especially when he's fully fit. So you play him. You just play him. And Kovacic, one of our best players last season, voted the best player. So, you know, he needs to play. And then that kind of adds a good defensive element to our team, balances it out a little bit. And then I'm actually thinking Werner out on the left, Havertz in the middle, number 10 in the middle, Frank. And then Mason Mount out on the right, or Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm probably going to go with Mount, only because, you know, obviously Lampard loves Mount, and he really encapsulates the football we want to play, and he is that man on the pitch. So I think he's going to play. He's playing him out of position, but let's face it, you know, how many people we've got? Havertz, we've got Mason, we've got Barkley, we've got Ruben as well, like all in that, who want to play that centre attacking role. You know, so he's going to have to play out of position sometimes, but I think that's fine. He's a workhorse. He's really good. And then yeah, I'm thinking Tammy up top. It really hit the Tammy Havertz, the Taverts, if you will, hashtag Taverts. Was the link up was incredible. Why stop it now? If they've got a bit of a morale going, a bit of a confidence boost, keep it on, keep it going. You know, Tammy Abraham's a class player, and Werner can play out on the left. To be honest, when we play him up front, he's out on the left anyway. So might as well play Tammy for this game, see what happens. Werner out on the left, just bowling it out. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. It's West Brom. They've not played great. Don't get me wrong, that Dean Garner is a class player, and they struggled. They put a bit of pressure on Everton at the start of their last game, but look, it's West Brom. We should be winning this game, especially after the form of last game. So I'm really fucking excited. Score prediction, I'm going to say 3-0. I'm going to say 3-0. Why not? Let's be positive about it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. This has been the Chelsea Roundup. Like I said in the video, I read most of the comments. I get involved in the comment section, so if you got any ideas for next week's video, or if you want to see certain parts chopped and changed, please let me know in the comments. I'll read, I'll reply, and you never know, you might see yourself in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Obviously, you know, we've been bringing daily content to you. We're bringing you match previews, reviews, live phone-ins. You know, we've got all sorts going on. So, you know, the match days aren't what they used to be, but we're trying to bring you fans closest to the club as possible. So please like and subscribe for that. Also, if you enjoyed me and you like me as a person, because I'm great, go subscribe to the Back Post on YouTube. I have a podcast over there. I do my own Chelsea previews, all sorts of football content out there. And also follow me on Twitter at JTMLNS. If you got any stories you want me to cover, let me know on there. The sun's coming out and I'm getting really overexposed, and I'm going to look really white, so I'm going to turn that down and end the video right here. Thanks for watching.
Today's video was sponsored by Beer52. You can find their link in the description below, and head over to www.beer52.com/blues.